So right here is my diploma. Oh, you can see that from medical school. I went to St. George's University in Grenada, West Indies. Yep, I am a IMG/Caribbean medical student. Graduate. Sorry. I graduated in 2021. And while I was there, I was documenting my journey. And since that time, I have continued to document my journey and talk to tons and tons of pre-med students, medical students, residents along the way who always ask me the same question. Was it worth it? Today, I am going to talk about it. What's up, y'all? My name is Cody. I am an emergency medicine doctor. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a like because it really helps my channel out and it just allows me to reach a larger audience. But yeah, let's talk about it. Was going to school all the way down in Grenada, West Indies in the Caribbean worth it? Before I get to that, I am going to tell you what life was like as a medical student when I was there versus what it is like now. So I moved to Grenada in January of 2017. January class, that's when we started medical school. And for me, it was worth just starting in January just because of the amount of time that I had on my hands to either study or take breaks. Now, while I was there, I lived on campus for the first semester, which I definitely recommend if you can. And then after I moved off campus, still walking distance away, but it was off and I was saving money. Along the way, I met tons and tons of friends. I met people from around the world. If I'm not mistaken, I believe like 70 plus countries are represented at SGU. So you just meet people from all walks of life, all different cultures, all different backgrounds. And it was just a great experience. Don't get me wrong, being on the island, it was hard, man. You know, you got to think about it. You're thousands of miles away from your family. You're literally stuck on the island, so you can't just escape when you want to. You could, but you're going to be paying a pretty hefty price. I'm talking my flights average anywhere from $700 to $900 a pop, so it was super expensive to travel to Grenada. Now, while I was down there, the cost of living seemed a little bit high the first semester, especially me being on campus. However, once I moved off campus and I was only paying like $700 a month in rent, life was basically the same as it was here back in the US. Now for me, I didn't have a car, didn't have a vehicle. I relied on one of my very close friends to this day to come and pick me and my guy up, Terrell, who lived right next door to me. So we always hitch a ride to school and to different events and stuff for that. Shout out Leanne. If you're watching this, shout out Leanne. But yeah, you could rent a car for, at that time, it was like $400 a month. So pretty much the same as a car payment here in the US. Now, when I was down there were plenty of events and intramural activities to take a part of. I played intramural basketball, intramural flag football, damn near played every day. Just built this new state-of-the-art like gym workout facility, so I'll be working out every day as well. SGA will be throwing different events, whether that be Sandblast, which is a big crazy party on the beach, and they had tons of activity, tons of drinks as well. They would throw on other events throughout the year. After we took our exams, we'd do these like post-test turn-ups where we'd kind of start at these bars not too far from this campus, go down to the beach all day, and then that night we'd either go to the brewery or Bananas, which is these local sort of clubs there that we just, you know, end up staying till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning some nights, just, you know, having a good time. Again, you had your mix of fun times and very stressful times. Like, it was a very stressful environment. At that time, you know, in order to really get off the island, you had to take an exam. Now, this particular exam kind of mimics the step 1, which is a licensing exam that all medical students must take. And in order to, you know, progress to the next term, or in order to be able to sit to take the step, you had to take sort of a SGU qualifying exam. And at that time, it was only one. So got off the island, moved to Miami, did my thing there. You can kind of scroll through my videos where I talk about my clinical situation and kind of how that went. But overall, I had an amazing time. Ended up graduating in the top 10% of my class, which is great. I matched at my #1 program in residency as an emergency medicine doctor at Duke in Durham. And currently, I am an attending physician. Now, made it to this point. This is the point that I've always been wanting to get to. Was it worth it? For me, the answer is absolutely. There are some pros and cons though you got to take into consideration. Before I kind of get into that, I will tell you just some stories that I've been hearing. Now I'm not there. I'm not a medical student now. I have since moved on, but I have a bunch of students that I mentor who are currently either on the island now or doing clinicals, and they just kind of fill me in on all the information that's going on. So apparently SGU is like kind of completely different now. I guess there's not as much fun to be had like we had when we were there. Also, I hear they maybe have been fumbling the bag when it comes to assigning students their clinical rotations. It's a lot harder to get off the island now. There are multiple tests that you have to take in order to qualify and sit for the step 1. And it just seems like the stress level is like at an all-time high. Now, again, I am not there currently. I'm not a current student. So this is just coming from word of mouth from some students that I know. So if you have any questions in particular about that, be sure to reach out to current students. But at the end of the day, I was somebody who was just wanting a break, man. You know, I had a decent GPA. I didn't do well on my MCAT twice. And so I was really just wanted to get into medical school, man. I know I had the passion for it. I knew that, you know, I couldn't see myself doing anything else. There was no plan B. So SGU was a school that accepted me. And so I kind of accepted it and everything that it came with, whether it be tuition, the extra tests, the stress of being, you know, thousands of miles away. That was just part of it. Now, as far as would I do it all over again? Sure, but the price is just crazy, right? So it is 2 to 3 times more expensive than U.S. medical schools. I'm talking $300,000 to $500,000, depending on your situation, whether or not you're getting scholarships or financial aid in some kind of way. My total cost hit right around $450,000, and that's for all 4 years. So that's definitely something that you should consider, as well as considering a specialty that you'll be able to live comfortably and be able to pay your loans back. So for me, yes, it was worth it. But again, that's me. I don't have any current ties to SGU or any other medical school. This is just 100% my opinion. Some things that are true for others may not be true for you, but I think it is up to you to do your research and your due diligence before you make a decision to go to any school. But specifically for me, SGU. I hope this video helps. Again, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, and if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when I drop new content. I am trying to drop at least 2 to 3 videos a week for you guys, so be on the lookout for those. Otherwise, see y'all on the next video.